This battle is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 170-pound weight division. Big Mark Reyes is our referee, the man in the center of the ring. And fight fans, I gotta tell you something, strap on your seatbelts for this one. Sattarov taking on Ludwig, and the big hands are going by Sattarov. Oh, and Ludwig scores back.
Sattarov holding on for dear life there. He got caught with a beautiful counter by the Butcher.
Sattarov trying to use that head movement and trying to evade, going in that clinch to try to save himself. Let's see if he can regain his bearings.
The Butcher has Sattarov on his bicycle right now. These guys are just swinging helplessly. I don't see how this lasts after the first.
Well, I told you to fasten on your seatbelts, and yeah, sir, they're trying to deploy some airbags.
Sattarov still looks shaky after getting caught with that beautiful counter right by Dylan Ludwig. Sattarov started this fight swinging hellaciously, and now he's going up with those jumping knee kicks to the solar plexus of Dylan Ludwig.
Sattarov trying to cover, trying to use that evasive head movement.
Yeah, he needs to show a lot more movement right now. He had a half-hearted kick and paid for it.
Ludwig just really sitting down on those punches. And a beautiful jump knees by Sattarov. Whoa, close to the head. He's going to warn Sattarov to take just be very careful on those knees. An amateur fights no knees to the head. But wow, what a great first round between these two warriors. Dylan Ludwig taking on Khosrov Sattarov. The Sultan versus the Butcher. How do you see that first round, Manu?
That was all Dylan Ludwig. Sattarov came off with a feverish first 10 seconds and paid for it when Dylan the Butcher caught him with a counter, and it was all Dylan after that. Had a beautiful north and south attack, was connecting with body shots as well. And you saw Sattarov, at one moment, he ran across the ring trying to escape the punches and bunches that were being delivered by the Butcher.
I like the knees that Sattarov was throwing. But let's see, now they kind of settled down. They have the first round jitters out. Will they come out banging again? Or will this be a more calculated second round? Here we go for round two. And that right hand from Ludwig is just finding its mark. Very tight, that right cross that he's throwing. And Ludwig throwing those knees that I like.
Sattarov looking a little sloppy here in the second round. He's not loading up on his shots. He doesn't have his feet under him when he's throwing. You want to see him have a little bit more balance, but the Butcher is not letting him.
I like the way Ludwig has his feet right underneath him, sitting down on those punches, throwing a lot of heat behind there. And when he finds his mark, he does rock that head of Sattarov. Sattarov throwing those knees that he's doing so well in the first round. But he looks a little bit dizzy and looks a little bit winded.
Yeah, Sattarov is breathing heavy. There is a reason why he is looking sluggish. He's definitely getting caught with those heavy shots, and he's definitely fatigued. You could see it, but loads up with a nice left to the body there.
Ten seconds remain in the second round. And that round 2 comes to a close. Manuk, how do you see that second round on your unofficial scorecard?
That's another 10-9 round in favor of Dylan the Butcher Ludwig. He's doing a terrific job controlling the pace of the action, bringing it to Khosrov Sattarov, and you can see Sattarov is just gasping for air right now. He has his legs up, his arms on the ropes. He looks like a beaten fighter right now, digging for 2 more minutes of magic if he could get it out of him, because he's going to need it.
Well, he expended a lot of energy in that first round, but I still think he has a puncher's chance in this game. If he sits down a little bit, throws something, could be anybody's game right now. But so far, it's Dylan Ludwig throwing that cross, rocking that head, scoring heavily. Let's see what he can dig. Both fighters can dig out this last third and final round at FightersRep number 19. Again, that cross just finds his mark again. And then Sattarov is using those knees that he was so effective with.
Sattarov getting clocked again, but delivering a nice counter himself. Trying to find some magic here, but you can't do it turning your back.
Sattarov going for the body, peppering the body and then going for the head. It might be a good strategy for him, but he's got a little bit more than a minute to make a statement here. And he is coming back. He is throwing heat. These are going to go out. And I told you to fasten your seatbelts. Fight fans, it is happening. The question is, can Sattarov, if he lost the first 2 rounds, can he knock him down to get this fight as a draw? Or can he take him out and take that W?
Sattarov swinging from the fences. It is an incredible display of just grit and determination there. Now he's shoe-shining him there in the belly. But Dylan the Butcher Ludwig definitely did feel that, and Sattarov is filleting the Butcher here in round 3.
And Sattarov, he's letting those hands go. And it could be. He's letting them go. He's putting it all on the line. And he's using the right strategy. He's going to empty that tank as he should. And wow, this bout comes to a close. These guys threw everything in there but the kitchen sink.
Now the only question is, David, was that a 10-8 round for Sattarov? Because that was one-way damage and debilitating damage. Dylan's head was going left and right, swinging around his shoulders. It was a dominant performance there in round 3 for Sattarov. And it'll be interesting to see if the judges scored a 10-8. I'm on the fence of giving that a 10-8 round.
Well, usually they don't score a 10-8 unless the fighter goes down, but it has to be purely dominating. I mean, they were both throwing back and forth, but again, what a great fight. It is in the judges' hands right now. Let's take a look at some of the replay action between these two warriors. They're throwing everything in there. Look at those hands being thrown by both fighters, and Sattarov just connecting with those looping, strong punches. And again, Ludwig coming back strong with those two.
And I'm actually giving that a 10-8 round to Sattarov.
Wow.
I have this fight a draw, 28-28. It was just an explosive finish to round 3 for Sattarov. And he was swinging for the fences with everything he had. It didn't look too pretty at times, and he wasn't connecting with some of those, but the ones that he did was rocking Dylan.
And look at them go, man. Punches and bunches and volume. Again, action that only FightersRep can bring. Wow. Let's send it to Josh Shibata for our official decision.
Wow. All right, make some noise. What a war! We just witnessed in the Lion's Den right here. After 3 rounds of pure violence, we go to the judges' scorecards for their decision. All 3 judges scored the bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. From the black corner,
What a great fight between these two warriors. Dylan Ludwig winning 2 out of the 3 rounds on all 3 judges' scorecard over Khosrov Sattarov, and these guys were emptied their tank in the Lion's Den. What a great bout between these two.
Dylan Ludwig there, playing with fire there in round 3. He had won the first 2 rounds comfortably, and obviously all 3 judges gave it 10-9 to Khosrov Sattarov there in the 3rd. And let's hear from Dylan the Butcher Ludwig as to what went wrong perhaps there in the last round for the fight to get as close as it did.
Well, I think it's more so that Sattarov emptied the tank and he brought it to Ludwig, knowing that he had to do what he had to do to try to take it in the 3rd and final round.
And credit to Dylan for surviving the fire. You know, a lot of times fighters will want to trade in that kind of feverish exchange. And I think, you know, Dylan, he did take it on the chin there in round 3, but all credit to him for still dictating the fight the way he wanted it to go and taking it to the cards, because at that point you can't fight fire with fire when you're ahead on the cards in the last round.
Yeah, you know, a lot of fighters would have taken that 3rd round off, maybe just backed off, knowing that you won the first 2 rounds, and he didn't do that. He stood in there, stayed in the pocket, and said, hey, I'm ready to bang with you, brother. Because I'm the butcher, and I'm here cutting up meat. And they're trying to get the mic working and see if we can get that interview with Dylan the Butcher Ludwig as he improves to 3-2. Khosrov Sattarov drops to 5-4, but again, a great display of heart between both fighters. And they were banging. And of course, still to come, Clarence Watson coming up, taking on Derek Villalobos. Clarence Watson, the man has almost 20 fights to his credit. Derek Villalobos comes in with 7-1 record. Took some time off, but that one, I expect that to be a true test of will, skill, and determination. Again, I'm David Huey alongside Manuk Akopian. Manuk, it's our 2nd time working together, and does this fight deliver or does it exceed FightersRep number 18?
This is definitely delivering so far. We already have the knockout of the night. Mark my words, you are not going to see a better one-punch knockout tonight. Well, for selfish reasons, we hope we do, because that was only the first fight of the night. But again, promoter George Francis delivering with FightersRep 19, the greatest striking show on earth, returning to Southern California, here into the sunny skies and Commerce Casino, and just another great night of action so far through 4 fights. 11 more to go, an action-packed card from top to bottom, 4 title fights. There's a lot still happening tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the night's going to unfold.
Absolutely, and that, of course, our main event, David Pacheco taking on Mr. Smith himself, Hollywood. And that is a rematch. And hey, these guys, both of them are banging, and they will deliver it once again as a main event for tonight. One of the 3 professional fights, and of course, one of the 4 title fights. Let's see if they can work out their technical issues right here. But again, what a great fight between Dylan Ludwig and Khosrov Sattarov.
Check. All right, here we go. All right, thank you very much for sticking with us. I'll take a look at the team. Let's get on with your winner, Dylan the Butcher Ludwig. Dylan, what a great performance here in the Lions Den. We were just talking. Every time you step foot, you seem to get better and better and better. How do you feel after this? This is literally a war in the ring.
I'm doing really good right now, honestly. I'm pretty hard on myself, so I have a lot of room for improvement. But I hope I can put on a show for you guys. Every time I get out here, I just think in my last few fights here, I feel like I've done that. I feel like I've stepped up, and I feel like people know who the Butcher is now. And I just want to say to all of you guys, whatever weight it is, I do not care. I want that belt.
There you go. You heard it here first. Dylan the Butcher Ludwig looking for gold in FightersRep. Again, like, what is it, the switch to change that's come about you that's made you so much better? I mean, you were a great fighter before. Now you really have taken that next step. What is it that has unlocked inside you to make you such a better fighter?
Honestly, it's the people that I surround myself with. Every single day they push and strive me to get better. I can't have done any of this without my coaches, my team. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that really help push me to be the person that I am, the fighter that I can be. And so a big shout out to everybody there. Everyone that views this, my coaches, Rage and Gore, Coach Austin, who's on the card later tonight. He's put on a bang with you guys. And that's really about it, man. I come in here every single day, every single time to put on a fight. That's what I like to do. I like to fight.
No